Jay Reinke, J3 from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm Sandy Dean from Brooklyn, locally now from Long Beach, New York.
I'm Howie Kane from Brooklyn, from Oceanside, New York.
And I'm Marty Sanders, originally from Brooklyn, now residing in wonderful Orange County, New York.
Because we were kind of out of the picture for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden this opportunity just presented itself. Second J, David Blatt, went bankrupt and lost all his money to the government. And in the bankruptcy, they were going to auction off the name as a asset of his estate. And we decided that we didn't want to see it fall into the wrong hands and have another phony group out there.
We had to rescue the name.
You know?
I don't know who would do such a thing.
This guy tried to do it. He was in Chicago trying to buy the name.
I bid on the name.
I read about you.
Yeah.
I know about that.
But the point was, my son and he called me up and he said, it's my legacy too. I was a child, I grew up with it. I don't want to see that happen. You and I, let's go in and we'll buy the name together. See what happened. It was a blind auction. And we didn't know if we were going to get the name, but we were sure going to try because we didn't want to see 20-year-old guys in tuxedos representing themselves as J.D. American.
The reason I ended up not going after the name was I had put a bid in originally, and then in Illinois they passed the Truth in Music law, which prevents you from buying a group name unless you have at least one original member. So I thought at that point, well, I don't know anybody.
He made an offer and had to withdraw it.
I had to withdraw it.
Six-figure offer and had to withdraw it.
Yeah, so I withdrew it.
It would have been worth it.
And then here it is, like 2 months later, I'm sitting sitting on my phone, and phone rings, and it's Sandy calling up, and he said, I'm Sandy Aguda from J&E Americans. Ooh, thought I was going to drop everything there. And he said that, I just want you to know I bought the name. I said, well, congratulations. I said, I'm glad it went to a deserving person, and of all people, you've certainly earned it. And once we started talking, we realized that, hey, this was pretty cool. And he said, well, why would you bid on the name? And I said, well, I've been singing these songs for years, and I loved J&E Americans growing up. So he said, well, could I come to Chicago and hear you play? And I told him a couple places we were playing, and he said, well, Howie and I will hop on a plane and fly out and watch one of your shows, and came to see us at this biker bar where my group was playing, which was great. And I sat with my wife, and during our first set, we did all 6 of our J&E American songs. I mean, we were doing This Magic Moment, Come a Little Bit Closer, Cara Mia, She Cried, Only in America, and and then Walking in the Rain. So we did all of our songs, and my wife's sitting there watching these guys high-fiving each other. And we closed out our first set with Cara Mia, and every time I ever did that song, people went nuts. They loved it. And these guys just thought it was, it was great that
Kenny and I, the 2 guys, started this group together with this guy and the first J. It was like, it was ours. So, but we got past that. We said, let's be positive. And we also made a promise to each other that we weren't going to do it unless it was as good as it used to be. So we worked for 6 months with this guy before we ever played a show. 6 months in a rehearsal room, every day. We've been together since we were little kids. It's a wonderful thing. So our trip, it's like, again, it's another renewed, refreshed career. For him, it's the first time around.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we watch him, and I thought it would take forever, to be honest, to find the guy. I mean, our songs and the songs that we sing are very difficult vocal exercises. The regular guy that sings front in a group can't sing our stuff. I said it could take a year to find him. It could take 2, maybe never. And we found him in 3 days because...
How did you find out about him?
When I went to the auction, I had heard that somebody else had bid the same amount or more than I did. And I said, where is this guy? I was worried, because I figured we were going to start bidding against each other. And the auction person told me that he withdrew his bid because of this law in Chicago. So I said, well, why would this guy want to buy the name of a guy from Chicago? I'm curious. And I called him up, and then we flew out to see him, and that was it.
We do every night is a bit of a musical because we tell a lot of history. Exactly. Sandy has a lot of history to talk about with the group, some of the things they
We go
did.
through the 3
Right.
days. We tell the story.
Great.
Yeah, we tell the story.
Absolutely.
Here.
And I'm
Right on stage.
right, and I'm singing all the songs that
We-
people
we
remember.
relate to the people.
Plus, the other thing is we're doing the songs exactly the way they were done.
Same arrangements.
Right, so
Well,
people are hearing
coming
these
to hear
songs.
that.
What happened with the guys that you were singing and playing with in Chicago?
Well, ironically, the bass player in the USA band is my old bass player from Chicago, from my old group. And the other
they're
guys,
still playing.
yeah, the other guys put the band back together. They got a
Yeah.
couple of other guys.
No hard feelings?
Not at all.